Hello everyone, Above Snakes is finally out. Now we could continue from what we did in the prologue. However, I want to start a new journey. Mainly because they changed a bit of the intro. The change has also been made in the prologue for those who are wondering. Basically, the big difference is there's now a fully voiced intro cutscene.
The conflict between the settlers and the first people was at its peak. The drums of war echoed across the land like a never-ending thunder. While war raged on, a love blossomed from the fields of hate. And from that love, a child was born. Ayana, who had eventually grown into her own, chose to travel the lands and learn for herself the histories of her lineage. With a heavy heart, her mother stayed behind in a town called Corpse Creek. On one fateful evening in Corpse Creek, the midnight skies were interrupted by a light of brilliant green. The awe of such an event quickly dissolved into horror as a flurry of stones of flame descended upon the town. Most folks fell victim to the debris and smoke that consumed the land, though the survivors quickly discovered that the bodies did not remain still for long. That night, Ayana had stayed in the lumberjack settlement, far away from her beloved mother.
Alright, so that's quite interesting. Alright, so as far as I know, this should still be the same. So the way you craft tools has been changed a bit. So when talking to Joanne, you now get a flint as well as a hard antler. Then we just have to get a branch from one of the pine trees. And now we can craft an axe. So no more twig axes, sadly. I always found that kind of funny. Oh man, our axes are growing fast. I forgot how fast that went. That is good though, because that means with axes we deal more damage now. Now we gotta take down this old house and craft ourselves a new one. Also something new that's in the full release. You now have a stamina bar and you can actually sprint. And dodge rolling actually costs stamina now too. Alright, let's see. Joanne wants to have a new house. Which eventually is going to become our house, but I don't think I'm going to care much about this one yet. Until we get like better tools. I will admit, you level up kind of fast in this game. It's kind of ridiculous. Because we're already level 12 with axes. Find a bandage and heal the wounded person. I think I remember... Yeah, I know how to sprint. I think I know where to find that. And I think that was inside of this house right here. There we go, there's the bandage. Let's try heal the wounded person. And of course, the wounded person wasn't wounded. Well, I guess he was wounded. But he's also one of the undead. Which, well, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Oh, now we're getting into the meat and bones of the game. So we actually got to place down a piece of land now. Guess I'll just toss it down there, because we're gonna have to eat some berries. Now, from what I remember, these are actually pretty powerful. I guess Joanne probably left, which is why we got that fade to black. Yep, she's gone. Screw the guy that was inside of this building. And I guess we gotta take out this as well. I don't know why we have to take these down. Honestly, these buildings are in pretty good condition still. But I guess we're not allowed to have good condition then. Alright, let's make the ink and a feather. And then we can craft ourselves a cartographer table. This beauty here allows us to research new and different pieces. And then I'm talking about these world tiles, of course. And we can place one right over there, which unlocks the next one in line, which is going to be the full-on pine forest. So what I don't understand is why can we not find the survivors' camp? For now, I suppose I'll just keep doing the side quests here. Ah, there we go. Now we can actually research it. So there we go, survivors' camp. I guess we just had to learn, I guess, how to unlock these, maybe? Unlocking these world pieces, though, does require quite a lot of stone. So I should probably focus on that for a little bit. We're also getting quite tired, which means we're gonna have to actually craft a bed soon. Yeah, it even tells us to do it by now. I also spy a beehive over here. One of our quests is to upgrade the workbench, and I'm pretty sure that was one of the requirements. We needed honeycombs. There we go, we got a bunch of honey, we got beeswax. Well, let's run back real quick, let's start making that bed now. There we go. That also filled up our health bar again, which is pretty nice. We're actually starting to get quite a lot of quests by now. And we can actually tick off the main one here. Alright, let's see what they want again. I'm pretty sure we just needed to find our cargo, and afterwards we needed to make some cloth for the tents, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we got a common key. Okay, we got tons of common keys now. I feel like there's way better loot in this camp now than there was before. Because look at this, a pocket watch which sells for 23 gold. Alright, first things first, let's actually work on the lake. Because water does seem to go down pretty quickly. So the way water works in this game kind of changes as well, compared to the prologue. So now you can infinitely scoop, but it's going to take us a lot of stamina. It's also dirty now, so we're going to have to cook this water up. Alright, well we're going to be extremely exhausted, but at least we'll have water for quite a while. Can we cook 3 at a time, or is this just going to create 1? No, okay, good. It creates all of them. Oh, that's pretty good. We got food sorted, we got water sorted. We have a bed to sleep in. What is actually making us feel rested? Is it just standing near this campfire? It does seem so. That's pretty good. It also heals us. Probably as long as the fire is actually going. It is also getting nighttime, so I probably don't want to do that. Might just want to have an actual proper sleep tonight. So in order to actually progress the main plotline, which is find provisions, we have to unlock this piece, the Plains to the Prairie, and then just place it down wherever we can, and that should allow us to, yes, that allows us to actually unlock the lost provisions, as well as a couple other things like the prairie itself. Man, it's dark. It's probably why we should not have stayed near the campfire for that long, although I guess we were tired again, so that's good. Nice, now we unlocked a new world piece, which of course means if we unlock the lost provisions here, we can start placing it down. The prairie comes with a bunch of different plants, but I guess most importantly, the cart that we needed to find. And with one of the common chests we found, we can unlock this chest just to get a feather. I also found another beehive here. So that should have given us enough beeswax to upgrade the workbench. And I'm pretty sure we're going to need that right now, because we're going to have to do a favor for this guy, which is patching the holes. So we need to have a tannery, which you can only get in workbench 2. So we just got all that stuff, minus the plant fiber, but that should be easy enough. Alright, there we go. Now we can upgrade the workbench. And this will give us access to the tannery once we have more plant fiber. With the tier 2, we can actually unlock quite a bit of different things. Most of this seems to be some nice decorative pieces. It's pretty good, of course. I do like those. At the start here, it's going to look like an absolute mess. I will warn you guys about that. Let's see, so we're going to need some cotton plants. So these are these tiny plants with the little white bulbs on them. Alright, that's all the cotton we could find, which is only 4. Not a lot, but hopefully enough. Well, it's enough for 1 at least, but I think they only needed 1, which is good. So we now unlocked the lumberjack cabin. Well, we need to unlock that. But this is basically where the prologue ends, which means anything past here is going to be new. Well, I say new. It isn't really new, and that is because the demo for the game actually had this included still. The demo had quite a lot of content, especially compared to the prologue. Alright, with that we can actually unlock the lumberjack cabin, since that costs 2 cotton for some reason. And let's check out what this has to offer for us. Because I remember visiting this place, but I don't really remember what was going on over here. It's a nice little dog. Rub the belly of the dog. What is the guy's name? Bass. I wonder why this still has question marks then. Oh, there we go. Now it actually shows up as Bass. Alright, goodbye, Bass. I'm here to rob the place blind. Before I talk to the guy, I noticed that there is actually a chest out here with flint. These guys really keep some weird stuff locked away in their chests. Very pleased to meet you. I'm sure he's not gonna be that pleased. To be fair, I just robbed him of all his supplies. Alright, doing this guy a favor. Will require a skull of a big animal. Okay, well, I don't know what you're trying to do here, Stark, but that seems quite dangerous, mate. Let's place it on this side. And the animal itself is dead. Nice. Well, nice is in the way that I don't have to do a whole lot of work for it. Yeah, this thing would have totally beaten my... Fuck, there's snakes. Ouch. Ouch. Why can I not move, man? There we go. Just got flippin' stunned or something. Right, well, there we go. We got some meat. Pretty nice. Got a bunch of bones. Almost died for this little expedition because I guess my character just did not want to move. Alright, Stark, I got you your skull. Oh, I got the lumberjack axe? Is that the hunting gear you're looking at? Oh, hell yeah. Teach me how to hunt? I need to craft my own bow for this. Man. Alright, so we need to make a fletching table in order to make the bow. And then it seemed like we got a new rope piece as well. That's probably where most of the deer hang out. I did see one already, so I don't think it's necessary per se. We need bowstring and beeswax again? Wait, why do we need the beeswax? I don't understand. I don't know how bows are made, but... I'm gonna assume rope will eventually turn to bowstring? Right? Question mark? Well, I guess not. Okay, well... Doesn't... Wait, is this it? Yes, there it is. Bowstring. Okay, that's all we needed. That was, I guess, all we were missing. Huh, well, I'm poisoned. I don't exactly know how. I guess I must have stepped on something there. In the pine forest. Let's craft ourselves a bow. And let's see how this works then. Oh, that shoots immediately. I thought you had to hold it down. Alright, well, next up, I guess we're gonna have to craft a bunch of armor. Or we can, at least. But he wants us to deliver a parcel to, I think it was Corpse Creek, wasn't it? Or he wants to deliver it to somewhere. Let's see, we're gonna need quite a bit of leather. I think we actually have just enough. Then we need some leather strips, which means we're not gonna have enough. Let's at least make the boots. We can worry about the rest later. Alright, there we go, we unlocked the trading post. This seems to be in the prairie, which is quite interesting. We actually haven't unlocked the prairie properly, because we need just a ton of flint for it. Something else I want to try out is I want to make myself a fishing rod. Because we have the lake unlocked, we should be able to actually fish in these spots as well. Okay, so just hold down the button and eventually you will catch the fish. No minigame, no nothing. Unlocked a trap. Did we just get scrap parts while fishing? I guess we must have. So in order to make this trap, we actually need a tin ingot. For that, we probably actually have to upgrade the workbench in order to unlock workshop tier 3. Now, while we cannot smelt them yet, luckily we only need tin ore. And I think that's this. Tools too weak. Well, we're not going to be able to do it then. But we can only hold 3 world pieces at a time. That's kind of unfortunate. However, though, that means that I'm going to have to use at least one of them. Kind of painting the story here that these guys that lost their provisions didn't even make it that far from their trading post. Well, let's also add a extra lake, I guess. Now we should be able to go get that tin ore. Still too weak? Wait, what the hell do we need then? Oh, I probably need this one, don't we? The enchanted pickaxe. Alright, well, let's go and find some more beeswax, I guess. We only need one, so it's not that bad. Alright, now we should be able to make the enchanted pickaxe. And this hopefully means we can actually start mining tin ore, right? Yeah, there we go. I will admit, the inclusion of the new pickaxe that you get at the very start, the primitive one, is such an odd one right now. Because we had to go through 3 pickaxes to basically get the next tier, right? Because I don't think these are that much stronger. Yeah, they're not really like fast or anything. Alright, let's start upgrading the workbench. There we go, we got tier 3 now, which allows us to actually get a bunch more cool looking decorative designs. But also the furnace, which will allow us to craft bars. And that will allow us to craft an anvil, which allows us to craft more items. Though I don't think we have enough tin for it, sadly. Alright everyone, I think with that, I'm going to be leaving it off over here. We've actually done quite a lot today already. Basically got halfway through the workbench tiers. Seems like we need 10 nails next, which probably aren't that far off once we start building the anvil. We have to deliver the parcel, which we could technically do right away, because the trading post is right here already. I'm gonna need a lot more leather though, so we're gonna have to wait for a bunch of animals to respawn. I'm also gonna need more cotton for fabric. So loads of things still to be doing, of course. And then our internal quest of getting flint for some of the pieces. But I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everyone.